Okay, so hi, welcome to Child Psychology, Psych 203. I'm Nellie Santamaria. I'm going to be your professor. I'm here from my one of the rooms in my house. It's got a lot of bright light, and as you can see, it's got puppy stairs. So my puppy is in this room. My 16-year-old puppy is here in this room. Might make an appearance. So I just wanted to go through this with you so that it would be just like the first day of a real in-person class. So in my real in-person classes, what I do is I go through the syllabus on the first day and then that's it. So if you haven't printed out the syllabus, please do, and then just follow along. Okay, so just please pause this, print it out, and then you follow along. It'll be very, very easy, and you'll have everything. You won't have to take too many notes. Okay, so we are here at Summer Child Psychology, Psych 203. This is going to be a completely online class. I had a question about where we're going to meet and when we're going to meet, and we're never going to meet. Okay, so unless you want to, we could certainly do a Zoom meeting. If you have any questions, we could do a phone meeting. We could do an in-person meeting probably, but that's optional. Okay, you don't have to do that. This is designed to go completely online. So if we never meet in person or talk in person, that's okay. You can still get an A. That's the way the course is designed. But if you want to, just let me know if you want me to put up a lecture about something specific, or if you just want to meet by Zoom because you have some questions, I can certainly do that. It's no problem. It does go very quick. It's only a 6-week course, so I haven't had that many requests for that, but I do get a lot of emails. So if you have any questions, email me. Okay, so as you can see under the professor, I'm Dr. Santamaria. It's STA period, but it's abbreviated, so it's like the Spanish abbreviation. My grandfather did that. He abbreviated Santa Maria into STA period Maria. The doctor is from the PhD in clinical psychology. So if you have any interest in that, please let me know as well. We can just talk shop. We talk about career. The email here is stamarn, STAMARN at suny-suffolk.edu. So if you have any questions, please email me at that email address. It goes to my phone, so I'll hopefully be able to answer you quickly. So STAMARN at suny-suffolk.edu. If you ever wanted to email your professors, the usual formula is the first 6 letters of their last name plus their first initial at suny-suffolk.edu. As a student, you get at mail.suny-suffolk.edu, but faculty and staff don't get the mail part. We just get at suny-suffolk.edu. Okay, so I just want to clarify that. My office is in Southampton building, room 223. So I chair the department, so I'm right next to the main department. I'm right off the main department. After you go into the conference room, you can also access it in a different way. But let me know if you want to stop by first, so I'll be sure to be there. Okay, the required materials. You just need one textbook. It's by Santrock, Jerome Santrock, Dieter Deckard, and Lansford. It's 2021 Child Development. That's the 15th edition. So it's new. It's McGraw-Hill Publishers. The ISBN here is 978-1260-24591-2. That's a bound hardcover. But what they sent me, what the publishers sent me for the 15th edition is sort of like this loose leaf thing. Like I guess I'm supposed to buy my own binder and put it in there. And how I feel about that. I'm very old-fashioned, and I love hardcover books, or at least bound books, but I didn't get one this time, so I'll be working off of this. Kind of cool in that you can separate a chapter or 2 chapters out and carry it around with you, like to the beach or wherever it is you're going this summer. But it's a little weird, so I just wanted to let you know. That's the ISBN for the bound cover. Again, I got the unbound cover, and that has a different ISBN number. Just replace the last 6 digits with 42571-0. Okay, so just get whatever you're comfortable with. I have this super huge bindy clip to try to keep it all together, otherwise my pages will be flying all over the place as I work on this. Okay, it says 13th or 14th edition is available. right, with caveats, right? So please email me. Meaning that the 13th or 14th edition, I know that people get earlier editions for much, much cheaper on the internet. Has been ordered. This book has been ordered with our bookstore, but if you find it on Amazon or some other place, you could get it. You could get the 13th or the 14th edition. The only thing is, it's up to you to tell me. So, for example, this has never happened, but so for example, if you answer a question on a test and the answer is different in the 15th edition than it would have been if you used the 13th edition, then it's up to you to just tell me, well, in the 13th edition it said this, and then show me where it is, and then I would give you credit for that. So, but that's never happened. The editions are usually quite consistent with the information, so it's just updated. Okay, so the course description, going back to here, an examination of growth and changes from conception through late childhood. The theories and methods of psychology will be applied to gain understanding of the changes and continuity of physical, cognitive, social, and emotional processes in childhood. Topics include language and communication skills, motor development, parenting styles and challenges, bonding, family composition, and abnormal development. The prerequisite is Psych 101. It's offered on all 3 campuses. Okay, so again, just going through that section. All right, the learning outcomes, and they are many. These might be changed in the near future, but let's just read through these. Okay, so upon completion of this course, students will be able to critically analyze major theories which attempt to explain child development. We'll get right into that. Identify critical features of physical, cognitive, and social emotional development during infancy and childhood. Analyze the interplay between physical development in shaping the brain, physical growth, and health in child development. Evaluate how physical, cognitive, and social emotional factors interact to promote optimal development outcomes for children. Describe the relevance of racism, sexism, and other prejudice on child development. Identify and discuss the roles of families, peers, schools, and culture in child cognitive development. Communicate the understanding of how psychological principles can be applied to practical issues faced during child development. Examine the relations between social and emotional worlds in child development. Communicate an understanding of research techniques to address questions in child development. That's going to be in Chapter 1. Demonstrate an understanding of the effects of cognitive development on childhood behavior. Analyze social and emotional development in infants and young children. And analyze the impact of an individual's unique culture on child development. Okay, so we'll get to a lot of these, all of these. Some will be emphasized more than others. Okay, so course requirements. Attendance. Okay, so you're required to log in twice per week at least. Okay, so it's a 6-week course. And usually during the regular semester it's a 15-week course, and you meet at least once a week on a 15-week course. So if we're in a 6-week course, we should be meeting at least twice a week. Okay, and when you log in, you should show some evidence of work during these logins. For example, posting an original post, visiting a content site or a video that I upload or direct you to, or responding to a classmate's post. Some people log in 3 to 5 times per week to keep up with the assignments, to engage in discussions, and to get the most out of the class in general. I'll be logging in at least 3 times a week. Okay, and this next sentence, it's my dog is coughing. If a student does not log in for 1 week and then misses another week, online professors have the right to assign a final grade of F. Okay, just because it's equivalent to not showing up to class. Okay, I don't know if you could hear my puppy coughing. Okay, so readings. You'll be required to thoroughly read 1 to 2 chapters. For the summer, it's 2. So 2 chapters per week, according to the schedule at the end of the syllabus. Okay, so we're on 2 chapters a week about. When we go to the end, because there's so many chapters in your textbooks, we're like picking and choosing sections of them. So I know as we get to the end, you'll see that I'll have like 4 chapters up. You don't have to read all 4 in 1 week. That's not reasonable. We would just be picking and choosing certain topics out of those 4 chapters. So, but on average, it's going to be 2 chapters per week. Okay, discussions. There will be 6 discussions throughout the semester. Okay, you will be required to post your response to 2 discussion questions every week, right? So it has the day there. Your post must reflect your thoughts about the material and must include specific facts from the material to indicate that you actually viewed or read it. Yes, hon, I'm making a video.
Let me tell you this.
Okay. No, I'm making a video, hon. Okay.
Yeah, well, typuses that were written that were when they were babies get fed with other milk. Fun fact: they didn't want to kill.
Okay. You want to say hi? It is child development, so I do have to pay attention to my own child. All right, so she's 9, so I don't want to say no completely, but I don't really understand what she said. But I'll get to her after I do this video. Okay, so there's 6 discussions. So when you log in, you see on the left-hand side there's discussions. It says discussions, and you click on discussions on the left, and then it'll open up that discussion. So this week it says discussion 1, and then it'll give you instructions and options for the discussion questions that you can answer to get credit for this week. Okay, so each paragraph must be each post must be 1 paragraph long. Okay, paragraphs are 4 to 5 sentences. Okay, late responses will not be given credit. We just move too fast. So definitely do your responses by the time that's on here, by midnight of the day that's on here. And posts will be graded on length, thoughtfulness, and relevance to the material. Okay, you will also be required to post a response to a classmate after a couple of days. Okay, so you have your 2 original posts, and then after a couple of days, you respond to your classmates' posts. Now, to guarantee originality, so you don't have to worry, like, oh, did someone else write this? You can't read anyone else's posts until you post yourself. Okay, because what I find is, like, having taken online classes also, is like when I can read everyone's responses, I feel like I have nothing to add to it. And usually I'm just saying, I agree, I agree. And I'd rather you just like write fresh without thinking about what anyone else has written, and just write your response. And then when your response is up, then you'll get to see everyone else's response. And then you might comment later, oh, I did the same thing. I wrote something similar to you. I think yours is great, et cetera, et cetera. Please be very positive with each other in your comments to each other. Okay. And when I comment, I don't really like to comment. I try not to comment negatively on your posts. I don't do that publicly. I'll usually shoot you an email and say, this one's probably should go this way or that way. So you also might be seeing other people's posts and saying that sounds wrong. And just know that just for the sake of etiquette, I try to privately handle that. The other thing, though, is I do write when it's great. So watch for those too, because I'll say this is great length, great level of detail. This would get full credit, something like that. So you're still getting a sense of what I'm looking for. So each initial post is worth 2 points. Okay. And each response to a classmate is worth 1 point, right? So, and these are going towards your grade. They're 2 points of your overall grade, right? So each initial point is worth 2 points. So each initial post is worth 2 points. So you're doing 2 posts a week. So you're getting 4 points a week toward your final grade. And then you're doing a response post to a classmate, which is worth 1 point. So that's 5 points per week toward your final grade. So by the end of the 6 weeks, you'll have 30 points or 30% of your final grade, right? So I've noticed in my summer classes, people are very, very careful about that. They definitely get to those. They don't ignore those, because what happens is people don't show up for a week, or they miss a post, and then it's 3 points off the final grade. So let's say, their average, was, let me see how to do this. Let's say if they had done all the posts, their average would have been a 90. But let's say they missed 3 posts, then that 90 drops down, right? By, let's say they missed 3 response posts, then the 90 would drop down to an 87 because those response posts are 1 point each. So in our grading system, that's a 90 is an A, and then the 87 is a B plus. Right? So people are very, very careful about that. It's a nice, easy way to rack up your points. So I suggest just doing that every single week. And if you do that every single week, then the test actually is very straightforward because you have a lot of the information if you're keeping up with the posts. Okay, exams. All right, so there'll be 2 all essay exams, each count for 35% of your grade. The exams are open book and will consist of 10 to 14 short essay questions, heavily based on the discussion question options. In addition, many of the exam questions will ask you for definitions or important topics from the text or articles or videos that appeared in the discussion questions, and you will be asked to elaborate in your own words. Okay, so due to the fast pace of this course, 6 weeks, no late exams can be accepted. So the exam total is 70%, right? Because 2 times 35% is 70%. And then you have the 70% from the exams. And then we add the 30% or the 30 points from your discussion posts and response posts. And then that'll give you 100. Okay, so it's not a lot. It's not a lot, but you just have to stay on top of it just because of the pace of the class. You do have an option if you would like extra credit. Extra credit can't account for more than 5% of the overall grade, but you could do an optional 3-page paper. I haven't had anyone take me up on that yet, I think because the pace is so quick, but in case you feel nervous and you feel like you need to do something extra, you could do an optional 3-page paper. Okay, and then their instructions are here. Again, most will not do it, so I'm not going to go through that because you can just read it if you're interested. Okay, so course policies here. Withdrawal. Okay, so there's an official date for withdrawal that appears on the syllabus. That date means that if you apply for withdrawal before that date, then you're guaranteed to get it, and you don't need to ask me. Okay, so you could just fill it out with the registrar, and then you'll get the W. I would say if you're thinking about that, you might want to drop me a note to let me know. Some people are, they think they're doing horribly, and really it's like much more salvageable than they think. So I would just check in with me if you are thinking about that. Okay, continuing cheating and plagiarism. Continuing with course policies, cheating and plagiarism, not allowed. Okay, so don't cheat, don't work with anyone. And also, I would prefer that you not use online. Actually, don't use online sources. You've got a great textbook. We only have 6 weeks together, so let's use that. And let's use the videos that I'm using and recommending for you. Again, because we only have 6 weeks. The internet's going to be with you forever, so you can look that up somewhere else at any point in your life, but we only have 6 weeks together. The other issue is the internet is full of garbage, and it's full of misinformation. So here we've got these professors that have written this book. I'm your professor now, so let's use the information that's here in this class. All right, so we've got the final grades. That's an A is 90 to 100, a B plus is 85 to 89. For anyone who's new to us, we do not do A minuses. So if you were going to get an A minus, we would push you up to the A. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly why we do that, but that's just the way. It's really not a sensitive grading scheme, but whatever. I mean, it works, and it helps. All right, so course topics. Course topics. So the first topic is going to be introduction, the nature of development. The corresponding chapters are 1 and 2. Okay, so read 1 and 2, and then go to, I have an announcement actually up on the website already. You probably read it because you're here. So, so go to announcements. Just as a habit, go to announcements, read the announcement, then go to the discussion, and then post your discussion. Okay? That's basically it. That's what we're doing every week till the end. And it's, I would say, just leave enough time to get your reading done, and so that you're not stressed out. Our first exam will be due after chapter 7. Okay, so the dates are all on here, and then the last exam is due on the last day of class. Okay, as you can see, towards the end we get a little bit crazy. We're kind of like squishing stuff in. We've got like 3 or 4 chapters in a week, but again, for that, keep an eye on my announcements and keep an eye on my discussion options, because I will be editing this down for you. So it's not like I expect you to read 4 chapters in 1 week at the last week. I'm going to be guiding you towards certain topics that are going to be really important in fulfilling what we need to do for this class. Okay, and then we have course syllabus statements. Okay, so this is college-wide, college course syllabus statements. So attendance on religious observance. So definitely, you know, we respect your religious observance, and we also have our own. I also have my own religious observances, so we certainly respect that. And just let me know what's going on. If something is interfering, a due date is interfering, just let me know and we'll work it out. Services for students with disabilities. So we do have the phone number. Our office at the Ammerman campus is 631-451-4045 for disability services if you need that. Okay, we have academic integrity, which means, you know, do not cheat. Okay, don't plagiarize, don't copy. I feel like you must know this already. And then we have our diversity syllabus statement, right, which is in alignment with our institutional mission and strong support of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Suffolk County Community College reaffirms its commitment to providing access to higher education and a welcome environment to all students, no matter your age, race, ethnicity, national origin, gender identity or expression, sexual orientation, family status, U.S. citizenship, religion, socioeconomic status, political ideology, military connected status, or intellectual or physical ability, you belong here. Okay, so therefore in this class we will maintain an atmosphere of mutual respect, civil discourse, and cross-cultural communication. So we're just very welcome. We welcome you, and I welcome you to Psych 203. Email me with any questions, and let me know if you want to meet. I'd be very happy to. Okay, bye.